Hey everybody, welcome back to the tower, and I hope you're having a good day wherever it is you are and whatever it is you're doing. If you're not and you're having a tower moment, you've come to the right place. All I do here are tower moments. What I do here is I draw two cards from the major arcana deck like this to find out what your tower moment's going to be. You know, cause, tower, and outcome. Look at the bottom of the deck for information, and we clarify all of it to make it make sense. All of these readings are timeless, so whenever you're watching this is when the universe wanted you to see it, and there are no star signs. Everybody gets to play. And of course, YouTube asked me to get you to subscribe to the channel. You don't have to, it's totally free, but if I don't ask, I get arrested by the YouTube police, and we don't want that. When you start a YouTube channel, you'll understand. So, here we go. Let's get started. Death on this side of the tower. Something should have come to an end a long, long time ago. You are living in a bad way, son. Kid, whoever's listening, you are stuck. Majorly stuck. It's like it's it should have ended. It's hanging on to a lost cause. We'll clarify a little bit for a better view. But yeah, basically you're holding on to something that doesn't exist anymore, and you should let go. And you really don't want to, because this thing you held on to is probably one of the only things in your whole life that really made you happy. You were like, yeah, this is really good. And then you just watched it turn to dust, but you're still hoping it comes back someday. Stuff like that. And you got to let it go. That leads to your tower moment. And that leads to the temperance card, which means harmony. Things come into balance, timing. Things are going to change, as things often do. But because you're not letting go of something, the universe is probably going to step in and say, listen, I got to get a little bit violent with you. I got to get a little bit direct. I have to get a little bit forceful. And you're going to have to let this go one way or another. And since you won't do it on your own, I'm bringing the tower in to do it for you, to put your life back on track. That's basically where this reading would stop if I were to stop it right now. The Moon and the Emperor. Basically, yeah, the Moon card is you're lost. You're in a dark place. You can't find your way out. You're on this super narrow path, and it's danger around, and you're living your life in such a way that says, I need to hold on to this, whatever this is, and nothing else matters, right? And the Emperor card is you basically coming out of the Moon energy and gaining control of your life so you can learn how to live a little bit more. So let's clarify the Death card and Tower, and I'll see what's going on. Yeah, you're not taking care of yourself. I mean, this has come to the point where this is the Queen of Pentacles. You are not taking care of yourself in such a way where you are letting yourself, you're not eating, you're not sleeping, this thing you're holding on to is actively hurting you, draining your life. King of Swords, you are lying to yourself big time for sure. You're like, one of these days it'll all go back to the way it was. Ain't ever coming back. But you keep telling yourself, and you believe this isn't even just a lie at this point. It's a belief. It's something that you believe in. And the problem is, if it does come back, it won't be the same as it was before. I think it's more like a burden. It'll be a burden on you instead of a helpful thing. It'll be like, I have to deal with this now. I have to put up with this. I have to live with this forever. And it's what I wanted, right? But you are lying to yourself, thinking that if it comes back, it'll be exactly the same as it was before. Keeping you up at night, Nine of Swords, right? Most of your energy, mental energy, is stuck on this thing. It's probably a person who left, probably somebody who hurt you, and you're making excuses for them. You're like, well, they had PSTD, and they had anxiety and depression, and the things they did weren't their fault. They just needed medication, and they'll be better. You're making excuses for them. You're jumping through hoops to make them look better than they actually were. You're lying to yourself. You You refuse to see who they were. Okay? You think this person is just hurt and they're not evil and what they did to you wasn't their fault because of mental illness or something. Uh, you got it bad. I'm sorry. But this tower moment is going to bring the Nine of Pentacles to your life. And that is the card of independence. Something is going to happen in your energy that causes you to really get a hold of your own emotions here. And I think it's just time, to be real with you, because temperance is all about time. Temperance, time, The longer you go without this person, or this thing, or whatever, the more perspective you get on it, the more you probably think to yourself, yeah, that person maybe they were evil from the beginning. The more information you find out, the more stuff you learn from their past, the more you learn that this is just a pattern and they've been doing this their whole life. They're going to realize that this person is a monster. And they hurt you, and they laughed about it, and they might have destroyed your whole life without even, they moved on. They don't care. To you, they're this broken angel that just needs help. And to them, you're just another victim. You're just somebody they could trick and lie to and drain all their money from as long as they needed to until they were forced to move on or they found something better. But I get it. I understand why you'd hold on to that energy. I understand why you would hold on to that perfect image of a person that you saw first, because you're like, man, I would do anything to have that back. But that doesn't exist. It wasn't real. Temperance card. 3 cups. Yeah, I think people are going to be there for you, and I think they're going to be like, hey, you're better off if she wasn't around, or he wasn't around, or whatever. Sure, you're not going to believe them at first. You're going to go, yeah, sure, right, go away. You're not going to believe that. But eventually, when you learn things for yourself, and you look things up, and you do some more research into their past, and you figure out that, yeah, this is a pattern they've had their whole life, you're definitely not going to feel betrayed anymore. Well, you're going to feel betrayed and used, but it's not going to be in the sense of, well, they didn't know what they were doing. It's like, yeah, they knew exactly what they were doing. So this kind of pain is what you need to heal. You need to realize that there was nothing you could have done. They were going to stab you in the back eventually. There was no other choice for them. This is what they've done their whole lives. They're monsters. Monsters are real. I know we tell kids, and I know we say, oh no, monsters aren't. Monsters are very real. They will hurt you. They will take care of you. They will steal from you. They will kill. They will destroy. They will burn. They just take the form of people. But just underneath that human face is not something that's human. Looks human. Sounds human. But it isn't. And this is the person that you have encountered. Once you realize that you were being lied to the whole time, my friend, you got the 3 of Swords and the 7 of Swords. All this comes into balance. You come out of the moon energy and your emperor energy, and you can actually process that pain as it's supposed to be. As instead of feeling desperate for them to come back and have them to be the person they were, you realize that they don't exist. You realize that they used you, they abused you, they lied to you, they did all the terrible things. And they laughed about it. Once they were gone, they thought that they probably thought that was pretty funny. You're nothing to them. You're nothing to them. And the sad part is, everyone is nothing to them. They will abuse, hurt, use, and destroy anyone they can touch. You got trapped with somebody who you thought was perfect, and that perfection was a lie, and that's what you want back. That's why you're in the death energy. You won't, something that won't die. You want that perfect image back, but you refuse to look at the person underneath. You keep making excuses, you keep lying, you keep telling yourself, nah, that wasn't them, that was just their mental illness or whatever. Any excuse in the book you'll find, you'll use that for now because you're tricking yourself. You're lying to yourself. Tower's going to show you that no, you got to stop lying to yourself. You got to be real. Friends will help you see that, yeah, this person betrayed you, used you, they lied to you, and temperance will return, and you'll start to heal for real then. Once you realize that, you'll start to be able to start the healing process for real because you're not healing over here. Okay? You're not. You're stuck in that mode after they left you, after they disappeared, after they took all your stuff, or maybe they took things that couldn't be replaced. Maybe they destroyed stuff that could never be fixed. And still, you want that person back because you think, if only I could, right? If only I could do this or that, or we could get her to take the meds, or get them to take the meds and normalize things. It would all work out. You're stuck in a fantasy land. And it's not just you. This person has done this to a lot of people. A lot. So don't beat yourself up over it too much. Just realize that the Seven of Swords and the Three of Swords came out for a reason. They lied to you. They stabbed you in the back. They don't care about you at all. And once you realize that, you can get your Emperor energy back, and you can start standing up on your own feet and start living your life again, because this is no way to live, friend. No way to live at all. At the bottom of the deck is the Queen of Wands, which is basically you standing on business. You got to flaunt what you got. You got to take charge of your own energy again. That's the advice, really. Let it go. Start healing. Realize what they did to you was evil. Not your fault. There was nothing you could have done. No amount of money you could have spent. No amount of things you could have given. No amount would have ever changed this outcome. Alright? Wasn't your fault. Anyway, I'm going to show you the cards, and that'll be it for the day. Here we go. I hope this energy doesn't resonate with you. I hope you're having a great life and you found this reading on complete weirdness and accident. But if it does help and you still feel like, they're the first person you think about when you wake up and the last one you think about when you go to bed, and you haven't talked to them in a year or more, and, they just used you. They don't care about you at all. Time to start moving on. It's time to start that healing process. It's okay to let go. All right? Have a good day, and I hope I talk to you tomorrow. And thanks for watching. Peace out. Bye.